Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Galaxy, Part 18, I want to say. I think it's Part 18. I haven't really kept the best count. But fellas, welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, oh god, we finished off the remainder of the bedroom dome. And interestingly enough, I don't think we have... Oh, no, we do have a Hungry Luma thing. I was like, they wouldn't just leave it out here, right? They wouldn't just leave it out here? Surely. Okay, so we have plenty of star bits. I've kind of evaluated that now. Fellas, hope you all are doing well. I gotta tell you guys, I have been so behind on schedule, for... you know, recording these videos. I think it's been a mixture of me not being up to speed with properly getting around to recording this stuff, and also, I made a pretty kind of interesting mistake yesterday, which was that typically, the way that I always schedule these videos is that every video goes up at 9 a.m. my time, one video every day. Okay, cool. That's how it goes. Now, I'd like to clarify, I don't think this is the first time this has happened. But basically what happened was, well, I accidentally scheduled two different videos, or two different episodes, for the exact same day on the exact same time. I don't think you need me to tell you that that's not exactly... it's not exactly what I was intending to do, but once it had already happened, I was just like, okay, I've accepted my fate, and this is fine, right? Okay, that's a 1-up. So yeah, there were two different videos that went up today, and they were actually I had basically, at that point, I had 3 videos still in the tank before I was basically out of videos to record, right? And so... what I had basically... Here, how am I forgot how they want you to do this. Do they want you to, like... I mean, there's probably a better way to do that, I'm gonna be real, but that's just the way that I could think of it. This is also not the galaxy that I thought it was. There's, like, a different galaxy that is also very, you know... dingy and water-based that I thought this was, but I guess it isn't. Fellas, hope y'all are doing well. Hey, as of the time that I'm recording this video, believe it or not, we've got about 3 days or so, I think. Yeah, 3 days, until the Mario Kart World Direct. That is scheduled for April 17th. I am very excited, okay? Obviously, ever since the episodes involving, you know, post-Switch 2 Direct stuff, I've talked a lot about Mario Kart World. Now, of course, I've talked a fair bit about Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I haven't talked as much about it specifically just because there hasn't been as much to say. I think, obviously, a lot of the big focus for a lot of people has been... Yes, I understand. A lot of the big focus for a lot of people has been Mario Kart World, because it's the big launch title, right? It's the big launch title. It's the one that everybody is focusing on, okay? Everybody is raving about Mario Kart World, and rightfully so, man. I mean, the game looks amazing. People are still kind of trying to gauge if it is going to be worth that $80 price tag that is on it. And, you know, I've been seeing a bunch of these videos around YouTube that have been talking about the possibility of, like, what can they do to make this worth it? I know, there needs to be a story mode, and I kind of want to talk about that. That's kind of what I came into this wanting to talk about today, because I think this is such an interesting concept, okay? I think this is a very interesting concept because I think a lot of people are kind of looking at the free roam mode, and a lot of the argument that I'm seeing is the free roam mode looks cool, you know, you can drive around with your friends and whatnot, but it doesn't, what's the point of a free roam if there's nothing to do? And I'm sitting here, okay, and I'm like, the point of the free roam mode. Now, listen, this is not me doubting that there's anything to do in the free roam mode. I do think there is clearly something to do, because there have been pieces of footage where I think it was during the Nintendo Treehouse or something where they go into the pause menu in the free roam mode, and there's like a collectible count on the left for like these certain little like coin types. There's like P switches and whatnot. So, you know, what is this? Okay. Like, I'm seeing this and I'm like, clearly there's going to be something to do, okay? I don't doubt that. But the notion that there just can't be just a simple, like, roam around and not really do a whole lot in a free roam, I feel like that's a weird notion. Now, if you want to use that as an argument for, like, you know, if they really don't put much in the free roam or, like, open world to explore, and you're putting an $80 price tag on this game, yeah, I get that. That's weird. That's weird. That being said, I do think, you know, I don't think there's probably a different way they want me to do this. Hold on. Wait, I'm so utterly curious if I can make this happen. Frick. Oh, dude, what? Doink, doink, doink. That's 100% not the... Was there like a thing that was gonna pop up if I... I just cheesed it. Okay, man. Alright, that's so cool. But, yeah, so, I don't know. It's like, I think the notion that a free roam mode can't just be a free roam mode is a little weird. Now, of course, I would certainly hope there'd be a little something to do in it. Again, given the $80 price tag, I really do think ultimately that's going to be the big hurdle that Mario Kart World is going to face is, will the content in the game be worth the price tag of the game itself, right? I really think that's going to be the ultimate hurdle that they have to face with it, because I mean, you're asking a lot out of people for an $80 price tag. You are, you're asking an awful lot out of people. So, really, you know, it's their job to make it worth it. Now, of course, the big thing that has been suggested, right? The big thing that has been very much suggested out of people is the concept of a story mode, and like this would be the perfect opportunity. Now, I don't know exactly what they think a story mode would entail. I think the closer comparison, because I've seen some people say there's going to be these big boss fights that you go to in the open world, and it's gonna be really open and expansive. What I think it's going to be more of, if there's anything, okay, if there's anything remotely expansive, it's going to be like mission mode from Mario Kart DS. I really do think that's more or less what it's going to be like. And I'm open to that. I'm actually very open to that. I obviously have gotten a bit more familiar with mission mode again ever since I was doing the Mario Kart DS retro achievements and whatnot. Which, by the way, I have, quick update on that. I haven't really been doing a ton with retro achievements the last maybe week or so. Ever since I got sick, really. That was kind of when I sort of dropped the ball a little bit on that stuff. Hey, where is... Ooh, yeah, hey, there's an L over here instead of an M. See, it's like the alternative, guys. Come on, did they just say, come on, blue star chips? Okay, it's funny. Also, weird... Are we for real? Are we for real, man? Are we so for real right now? Oh my god. That's so okay, man. Yeah, it's just like so cool. Yeah, I feel less inclined to make any jump cuts, by the way, during this Let's Play. For the most part. Keyword for the most part. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not going to rule out the possibility that Mario Kart World won't get, a mission mode. Do I think we're going to be getting a full-blown story mode? No, I really don't think that will happen. Just to be 100% real with you, I don't see it happen. And I don't know. And listen, this is one of those situations, okay? This is one of those situations where I'd humbly like to be proven wrong, because it just sounds nice to be proven wrong in this type of situation. Okay, that's a coin. Is there anything down here? No. Doesn't really look like it. I don't know if, like, every I don't want to say every bunny location roughly has something. Do you? See, I weirdly, like, I like half remember this galaxy. I like half remember this galaxy because it's kind of like the weird little brother of Honey Hive Galaxy. But, like, a little more just, like, universally autumn looking, right? But, yeah, so I don't know. I think the concept of a story mode in Mario Kart World is very cool. I think it's very cool. I just don't... I don't expect it fully. I really don't expect it fully to happen. But that does not mean that I don't want it to happen. Okay, let's get that distinction out of the way. You know what? God. Everything sucks, man. Okay, give me this. This is... Oh, you know what? We're so fine, dude. Okay, well, counterpoint. We might actually not be. Hold on. Can I, like, somehow... No, I definitely need the bee suit. Alright, man. That's so fine. But, like, yeah. So, I don't know. I think that story mode would be cool. I'm just not really expecting it, per se. It doesn't strike me as something that they just definitively would do. Oh, I didn't need the bee suit. Wait. Hold on. I've already been up here? Where in God's name is this last one? Am I losing it? Dude, okay, this is one thing I will say about Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy did not fix the curse in 3D Mario games of bad camera. And the camera in this game... I was about to say the camera in this game wasn't even that bad, man. What was that? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Is there anything... No, we already got this. What is even down there? Do you have something to say? Haven't found any. Okay, well that... Yeah, that just doesn't help. We're spending most of this episode on this star, huh? That's just what we're doing? Like, it's okay. But, yeah, I don't know. So... I'm really excited to kind of see what will potentially get revealed in the Mario Kart World Direct. I think that there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential in my eyes. It's just a matter of, like, what are you gonna show off that's really... I mean, that we haven't seen, right? Because ultimately, the Nintendo Switch 2 experience people... have seen a fair bit. Right? Where is it over here, boyoing? Dude, I don't know. This is very confusing. Okay. I wonder. This is going to be the last thing I check, and then I'm probably going to take a pause if I can't find it over here. But where... Is it up here? No, this looks entirely different. this looks entirely different. Where am I? All right, man. Where is this last star chip? I humbly would like to know this. I mean, like, it'd be cute to think it's here. All right, man. Oh! I got scared for my life. See, this is fine and all, but, like, what's the relevancy, man? What's the relevancy? Other than a few star bits. There might actually be some relevancy, I don't know. Okay. Fellas, I'm probably gonna take a pause to figure out just where this last star chip is, so I will be right back. Alright, so, look, I'm just gonna say this plain and simple, fellas. I might be dumb. And this is going to be one of the more no thought, head empty sort of episodes. Clearly, because we passed by that last star chip on a multitude of different occasions. I don't know why in my brain it just tuned it out. Oh. Yeah, that's bad, man. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Oh, cool. Yeah, you know what? I think this is doable. But, yeah. So, I don't know. The Mario Kart World Direct, I'm probably gonna clarify more what I'm expecting to, I guess, see out of it in the next episode, because I spent a majority of this episode very confused. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I don't know what those little, like, pushing around things are for. I don't know if they're for, like... I assume you can do stuff involving... Do you need to? Or do you just, like... Can you just, like, naturally catch up to them? I feel like you've got to, like... I feel like you've got to do some shenanigans with this. Yeah. Yeah, because now he's like, he's more cornered. I get it. There's a chance maybe you don't have to do that, but we did it, so. There we go. The second star of the episode. That doesn't feel the greatest, man. I'm just going to keep it $150 with you. That does not feel the greatest. It's so okay, though. I wouldn't even worry about it. I wouldn't even worry about it. Star number 62, 2 stars in the episode, that's it. Look, man, it's a little closer to what I thought my predictions were going to be like in terms of the amount of stars we get at the beginning of the Let's Play. But, you know, we'll probably pick back up the pace, fellas. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't exactly know what the time frame is looking like here. It might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but fellas... That's going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Galaxy. What an interesting episode, right? We were very lost the whole time, and it was a bit of a mess, but we got there eventually. Hey, we're in the engine room dome, and things are looking pretty cool. I just clearly did not remember a ton about that star, man. That Gold Leaf Galaxy star completely tripped me up, and that's okay. You know, these things happen, so you can't really... You can't get too upset about him, right? Can't get too upset about him. Hey, there's always next episode, okay? And I've got even more proper banter topics for you guys next episode. Dude, part 19, that's going to be the episode, fellas. But fellas, that's going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Galaxy. Fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life. Do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.